This is the most important article I have ever written, and although the beginning portion of it is of a personal experience, you will see the importance it leads to. We have the power within us to take back our world, and remove all negativity from it. We are one with Gaia, Earth, and are literally part of each other, so any so-called natural disasters can be affected and directed by our thoughts. The space in between spaces. We have been told for some time now that the new Earth is coming, yet we have all asked, well then where is it? It has been in front of us the whole time, just existing on another plane, dimension. For many years as I have raised my vibrations, I have been able to see the space in between spaces. Meaning where others see only air, I see a ton of activity, beings mingling, ships, etc. Many people may have noticed that things are beginning to disappear. I'm not talking about their friends or family, jobs or situations. I'm discussing little items here, like a cup, crystal, shirt, bar of soap, etc. Small items disappearing mysteriously. I have been perplexed as to why this has been happening, and have asked my divine twin before, where is it all going? Yet as I have learned in the past, I do not ask many questions, as this affects your vibration because the answers may not line up with our beliefs, which were all lies anyway, causing our vibration to lower, or not to rise at all. Well, she would tell me, now is not the time, so don't ask Fred. Yet as always, and another thing I have noticed is this, when the timing is right, the answers do come. We need to take and absorb things in stages. Well, I have just found out where they are going, because just last night as I took my sweatshirt off to wash some dishes, I said to her, don't take this one. I said that because just last week one mysteriously disappeared from the house, never to be seen again. Well, just then, she says to me, I'm not taking them, Fred, your reality is changing now, and they are just in another dimension. Noticing things that were not there previously. It was then, everything that has been happening the last few weeks began to make sense. I walk the same areas daily, and for hours on end. I have been doing this for many years. Yet now I am noticing flowers or bushes that were not there the day before, and sometimes even in the same day on the return trip. Sidewalks that were crumbling, were suddenly new, yet not recently fixed. I also noticed that the congestion was lower, as well as the noise. I have loud cars and many motorcycles in my area. Yet I suddenly realized that there were less people on the road, and rather than the loud cars, etc., I was hearing birds. I then remembered an incident that happened a few weeks back, and again things were coming to light. I was out walking, when suddenly I could not stop myself from walking sideways. It was as if the earth itself was tilting. So I asked Lucina, my divine twin, what is happening? She told me, your reality is shifting, Fred, and soon you will begin to notice many differences. Being in two places at once. Flash forward a week or two later, I was at a family gathering, when towards the end of it, everyone began to mention how they saw police all day long. The reason is because no open bottles are allowed in a public park, and they were patrolling it, checking. Yet I saw none, not one, and said, what police? Just then the person sitting next to me started swiping at bugs, saying they were being bitten all day. Others around the table said the same thing. Yet not me though. Just then I felt as if something was biting my leg, and that in itself was unusual, because it has been years since I have been bitten. All conscious beings, insects included, know and can feel your vibrations as they rise into a loved one. Insects only bite humans to wake them up. I looked down and nothing was there. Again I asked my divine twin, what was happening? She said, Fred, you are being shown you are in two worlds at once now. You are here experiencing this time with your family, yet still in the other world. No police, and no bugs biting. We create our own experiences, good or bad. There is a point to explaining all of this, and it is this. We need to take back our world now, people, and we have heard for a long time that we create our own experience, yet I don't think we ever quite grasp the seriousness of it. Case in point, I just found out that the hurricane in Texas was devastating. Yet what I have experienced in the other world was that it was downgraded to a tropical storm, and one that did little damage. I also was under the impression, because I have been spending so much time there, that North Korea, who has been threatening the world all these years, backed down. The crazy man there now, and before that his father, backed off with his tail between his legs. His bluff was called, and he ran like the coward he has always been. Now I find out that he sent missiles over Japan, and exploded another nuclear weapon, and now he is in a standoff with the USA. Then when I thought about writing this article, just the attention I put on it was enough to push me back here into this reality only. Not in my world. Planes that I haven't seen for years, suddenly were back in the sky. That is very significant, as I am surrounded by 3 major airports. So since they are not high up and are on approach, they are very low. So the noise they make is always there too. Listen to a ball game from Yankee Stadium or Citi Field, as you'll see what I mean. Plus I was hearing all the sound from cars, motorcycles, sirens, etc., again. It was when I started to think more and more about writing this, it was then that I realized I haven't seen or heard them for a long time. I only see a beautiful blue sky with white puffy clouds now. I do see the small planes at times, because there are also local airports for them, yet never the jumbo jets. It was then I realized the importance of focus, and honestly began to freak out, because I love my peaceful world and wanted to go back, and suddenly I was thrown back into the chaotic one. So I asked my divine twin, what can I do? She said, Fred, it is not that your vibration has lowered. To that I thought, thank goodness, it is your focus that has changed. Just change it and they will go away. Well, I did just that, and by not thinking about them or looking up to see if they were there, it got quiet again. Plus I was constantly repeating in my head, not in my world. My skies are now clear of the big planes. I even watched them disappear before my eyes. At first, the noise was there, although no plane, and now they are totally gone, noise and all. Yet, because of the attention that the global collective is putting on North Korea and Texas, those have not. The reason we are here. So the key to seeing that new earth is focus. I'm not saying to be uncaring or not be compassionate to what is happening in Texas and other parts of the world, yet don't put your attention on it. Send love and healing energy to those situations, and move on. Just say to yourself, or others who try to pull you into their experience, not in my world. Then watch them disappear, maybe not right away, yet over time. Just say no, not in my world. The most important thing we can do, and the reason we are here, is to shine our individual light on all, regardless of what we see. It is then the changes will not only happen for us, although for others as well. The timelines are splitting now, and soon the old 3D Earth will spin off on its own, and the people who live in fear will continue to experience just that. Then there will be the 5D one. This is the one I have seen for a long time, the empty space, and the one I am experiencing now. That is the Earth you want to be on. I have so much more I could say, yet better than that is getting you to experience it for yourself. It is then you will see the importance of raising your vibration and the simplicity of its attainment. There isn't anything for us to do. All we need to do is raise our vibrations and shine the light we all are. It is that simple. Do not point out the changes as you experience them, as others will not see them and pull you out just by their negativity, so your vision will be blocked. Allow them to manifest and enjoy your world, soon enough they will be there too. Concentrate on shining your light. Think of the whole of humanity now. We are no longer in a duality society, where the individual was the focus. We are one species. One more thing, She has been playing The Rose by Bette Midler in my head for the whole time I have been thinking about writing this, and this is the reason why, as I know how all this works now. There is a line in the song that goes like this: "It's the dream afraid of waking, that never takes the chance. What you see isn't real everyone, wake up." Much love and light. Fred.